Alright guys, here we go. We're back to Kingdom Hearts 2 Final Mix, PlayStation 3, for probably the most anticipated episode of this LP. It's time to finally start grinding. Now, before we get started, the first thing we need to do is get our Moogle to level 9. So let's go ahead and turn in our toys here. Or Chakum Plus. Don't forget, the way you get this is by collecting at least one of every synth item in the game. And remember that in Final Mix there are some new items like Found Illusion, Lost Illusion. Well, it's actually called Manifest Illusion in the official version. It was called Found Illusion on PS2 version. Lost Illusion, Manifest Illusion, and the Remembrance items in the new cave, of course. Or Chakum, Serenity Crystal. Yes, we're finally going to use them. Serenity Stone, Manifest Illusion. I think the game automatically gives you 5 of these. Lost Illusion. I can buy Dent Stones, Twilight Stars. I don't need to buy these anymore. I might buy a few of them later on. Now, before we get started, there's one thing I want to make very clear, because this is something that I got critiqued on a lot when I was talking about this on the PS2 version. DK, if you just want to raise your stats, fight the data battles, right? Wrong. In most cases, why are you trying to raise your stats? So you can be strong enough to take on the data battles, right? Okay, now, we got that clear. Let's get a move on. As I was saying, the first thing that we're going to do is get our Moogle to level 9. Which is why I spent time in the world that never was. So I can make this. This is the sole reason why I haven't used any of these items yet, because I wanted to save it for spamming Save the Queens. And of course, I'll probably have to make this one time too. If I run out of Save the Queen stuff, but I don't think I will. Let me see. Nah, I should have enough. Alright, let's do this. Save the Queen. Let me just, you want to use this, of course. And Energy Crystal. Do I need to do that? Let me see. I've got plenty of Dent Shards. Yeah, because Dent Stone, even though I can buy those now. Well, I'm going to get a lot of Energy Crystals real soon, so this isn't going to be a problem. Might as well use them. That's why I saved them. I'm probably going to run out of Dent Stones before I can finish. But I've got Goofy's Save the King as a backup. Since I know for a fact that this is one of the items that I'm going to make a lot of, let me go ahead and make one of these now. I know for a fact I'm going to make a lot of these. Well, at least 4 of them anyway. Alright, next step, and probably the most important one, we need to talk about Lucky Luckies. Those of you who are new to Final Mix, there are some changes that you need to know. For starters, if you're playing critical mode, you automatically get 2 of them. So for those of you who don't have enough guts to try critical mode, I feel sorry for you. Not that it's a total loss. Next thing you need to know is that in Final Mix, Sora learns an extra Lucky by mastering his limit form. I don't think you have to master it, but and also limit form has a extra Lucky. So when you're grinding, you want to try to be in limit form as much as possible. I think Donald and Goofy learned these the same way they did in the original version. I think it's one of the fixed battles, but they all make you learn it. Now, this is the change that pissed off a lot of people at first. All the weapons in the first game that had Lucky, which was Sweet Memories. Donald had the Meteor Staff, and Goofy had the Get Your Shield, which I don't have yet. Those had Lucky in the original version, but now they are gone. Now, you might be butthurt about that at first until you realize that you can get as many Lucky rings as you please. Not only that, but instead of using the Sweet Memories, which sucks, this lets you use a strong Keyblade while you're grinding. The first thing we need to do is get our hands on Lucky rings. Unfortunately, making it isn't easy. In order to make that, first thing you gotta do is solve that puzzle that I showed you on the last episode. You need 1 Manifest Illusion. Well, you see it right here. You got to make the draw ring first. And then you got to make it with the Serenity Crystal to turn it into a Lucky ring. which is the sole reason why I kept saying save your Serenity crystals. As you can see, the one I need to worry about the most is the bright gem, so we're going to focus on that. Between the Proudlands, Arrow Knockers, and the Surveillance robots here, I'm going to choose this level for the Surveillance robots, simply because I can go to limit form here and increase the drop rate, even though the drop rate is 3% as opposed to 4%. I can find the Surveillance robots a lot faster here. Okay, there's one right there. Not only that, but it's a lot easier to respawn these guys. And personally, I don't like fighting in line form a lot. I mean, it's cute and everything like that, and I like Lion King, but you know, I'd rather use my limit form when I'm grinding. Okay, well, let me go ahead and get started so I can get these things a lot faster later on. Let's go ahead and make our draw ring, and I will indeed be reducing the cost. I don't need these anymore, of course. Okay, there's a draw ring. Now that I made that, I can go to my creations. I can go to the draw ring. Add a Serenity crystal to this, which is why I told you to save these. I might have to get a few more of those first. Oh well, let's go ahead and do this. That's my first lucky ring. I could make 2 more. Unfortunately, bright stones, bright gems are kind of hard to get, and I can easily get energy crystals. Yeah, I'm gonna go ahead and make 2 of these now because I don't feel like going after the energy crystals now. Now that once I make 2 more lucky rings, they'll drop them much more often anyway. So let me go ahead and make 1 here. Make another one. All right. Now I'm gonna have to get some more bright stones, bright shards, and bright gems before I can make any more. Oh damn! I forgot. I'll fix that. Well, considering what I had to go through to make this thing, I might as well put it to use right now. Now I can put on some more. I guess it did come in handy after all, didn't it? I take back what I said. Anyway, with 3 more lucky rings added, those guys will drop those bright gems a lot more often now. So I'll be doing that off screen. Okay, guys. So I currently have enough bright gems to make my remaining lucky rings. Let me see. I've got 1, 2, 3 on Sora. I've got 1 on Goofy. So I need 1. I need 4 more. So I've got a total of 6 bright gems. So now let's go get the bright stones and the bright shards. I don't think this will be too difficult. For starters, we can get both of these in the very same area. Anyway, not these guys here, but I think they do drop some I can use. These hunking things. Blazing crystal, I can use those. These guys right here, these are whatever the hell they're called. I don't know what they're called. And there you go right there. Bright stone. And as usual, you fight Neil Shadows in the process. Here's some more of these robe things. There's another bright stone. It's a 4% drop, but I've got a good number of luckies now, so they're increasing, which will maybe make even more of them to increase it even more. Neil Shadows is always a good thing because of the bright crystals. I need a lot of those. There's another bright stone, and there's another bright stone. See this? Once you make your first few lucky rings, making the rest of them shouldn't take very long at all. There's another one right there, and more Neil Shadows. You little die. Another bright stone. Thought I told you to die. Bright crystal, nice. Pretty good haul there. Anyway, continuing in here after you're done getting your bright stones in that area, if you get any, which you should. I don't know why you wouldn't, because there's so many of them. Should be going here. These minute bomb things here, they have a small chance to contain a bright shard. Now, it's a very low drop rate, but the thing is, there's so many of them here. So you should get at least 1 or 2 every time you do this. I think I got 2 of them out of there. There's a few more of these drill things here. They got a chance to drop a bright stone, so that's even more chances. But you don't have to worry about that because those little guys in the robes in the previous room, they'll give you all the bright stones you need. Then you just simply go back to the world map and do it over again. Now there's a good chance that you'll have all your bright stones from Hades cave, but you won't have enough bright shards because unfortunately the bright shard is only a 3% drop from the minute bombs. Another alternative to bright shards is Mickey's house in the Timeless River. These guys, these soldiers. There's a good number of them in here, and I got one already. They have it as a 4% drop. And when you add the Lucky rings to that, it's a much better drop than it is from the minute bombs. Plus on top of that, I get to hear the kick-ass music. Anyway, conveniently, while you're here, if you choose this method to get your bright shards, if you don't have enough bright stones, you can just make a little trip over here to the pier. And fight these guys, the airplanes. Conveniently, they carry bright stones. Not a lot of them here, but you might get 1 or 2 of them. I didn't get any, but the airplanes do indeed carry bright stones. Oh, I'm not limit for them. What's wrong with me? Ooh. Ooh, I hate these things. Hot rods. Serenity shard. Brightstone. There it is. There it is. I knew they had that. Of course, brightstones are much easier to get in Olympus. But in the event you're done with your bright stones and you don't have enough bright shards, that's when you come here to Mickey's house and fight these guys to finish up on your bright shards. And if you haven't mastered your wisdom form in the process, you can do so here too. There's another bright shard right there. All right, so we have our bright gems, our bright stones, our bright shards. Now we need our remembrance shards. The name alone tells you exactly where to get those. So let's go. I almost forgot something. Before I go any further, there's a certain piece of armor that I want to make. First of all, I'm getting ready to go to dangerous territory. Now, for those of you who don't want to make this, you don't necessarily have to. There are other alternatives. But of course, I'm going to make the good stuff. So here we have the Shark Charm. Now, this is another reason why I said save your Serenity crystals, because instead of making Shark Charm, I'm going to make Shark Charm Plus, which requires, unfortunately, a Serenity crystal. Because the thing is, I'm going to be spamming Thunder God a lot later on. Alright, so normally I would make 4 of these, but just for the sake of this video, I'm only going to make 1. I made the rest of them off screen. I've got 73% resistance to thunder, and that's pretty damn good. And I can even increase it even further by getting rid of this and adding some kind of thunder resistant thing. Let me see. Who's got one on? No. Goof. Aha! The Gaia belt. There we go. Or even better, the Cosmic Chain. So we're going to take that off of Goofy. And we're going to put the Cosmic Chain on Sora. So now I've got 80% resistance to thunder. That's very, very important right now. Now that we got this out of the way, let's go to the Cave of Remembrance. Alright, here we go. I don't know exactly which monster it is, but one of these guys down here, or at least 2 of them, drops the Serenity Serenity Shard. Not Serenity Shard, but the Remembrance Shard. Like I said, I don't know exactly which one it is. I'll probably be able to tell you after I kill a few of them. If they don't kill me first. Okay, you dropped Remembrance Stone. And I didn't see which monster dropped that. Shaman's Relic. I don't think I've ever gotten that before. Shaman's Relic Plus. What does that do? It's obviously for Donald. I've never gotten this before. Shaman's Relic, Shaman's Relic Plus. Okay, a staff will increase defense by thin pitch. Sucks. And this gives me 20% ice. This one isn't bad, but nah, Donald's. And trust me, in critical mode, that's not gonna make a difference. Remember Shard. Which monster dropped that? I don't know what monster it was. There's some more right here. And conveniently, while you're here, as you see, you get all your Serenity Gems and Serenity Shards and Serenity Stones too. No Serenity Crystals, unfortunately. You gotta get that the hard way, which is gonna be a very grueling ordeal. Serenity Gem, Remembrance Gem. Damn cars. Is that a bat up there? Yeah. I think that bat drops it and maybe something else too. Serenity Shard. There's an item I missed. Gotta go back and get it. Huh. It's what I needed too, Serenity Shard. So I don't know exactly what monster it is, because everything is happening so fast. I'm not paying attention to exactly which monster is dropping it, but I know that one of them has it. Now, what's really good about this level, the Cave of Remembrance, is the fact that you don't have to zone many screens to respawn the monsters. In this level, all you gotta do is zone one time, and the monsters come back automatically. Get in the corner here. Oh, I ain't gonna magic points down. There's a Serenity item. Damn cars. Ooh, I hate these things, man. Souped up hot rods. Up. So I didn't see him rushing me. Alright, next. Oh, no, not the monkeys. Die. Die. Okay, there's one. Remember Shard. So I know those bombs have it. And the bats probably got it too. The monkeys got the stone. I don't like them. Yeah, everything's going on so fast. I can't say exactly which monster is dropping what. Will you die, please? There's another relic, probably. Yeah. I wonder how much it sells for. It'd be nice if it sold for a lot of money. Damn those things, man. Heck, ooh! These monkeys are so annoying. Goodness gracious. Look at this. I hate when they do that. And I'm not good at timing reflect on some of these monsters. I'm just not. All right. Well, as you see, getting these monsters to drop the items isn't the problem. The problem is staying alive. And we ain't got to the hard room yet. Okay, so that takes care of all the easy items. Now it's time for the one that's really going to be a pain in the ass. I am missing a Manifest Illusion. The game will give you 5 free ones, and I've already used those to make my lucky rings, which is the sole reason why I saved them, because I wanted to get started on my lucky rings first. Now, in order to make a Manifest Illusion, you have to first make a Serenity Crystal, which requires Tranquility Crystal, Remembrance Crystal, and 9 Bright Crystals. The first one and the third one aren't going to be a problem, I can assure you. We'll deal with those later. Let's take care of the one that's really going to be a pain in the ass. Remembrance Crystal. I can go ahead and make one right now. After you make your first Serenity Crystal, from here on, I can make another one and add a Serenity Gem to that, and that would turn it into a Manifest Illusion. The problem is the Remembrance Crystal. Now, the good news is the monster that drops the Remembrance Crystal drops it very often once you get your lucky rings. So when you're trying to make a Serenity Crystal for like power boosts and magic boosts and stuff like that later on in the game, it's not going to be a problem. The bad news is, of course, you need a lot of Serenity Crystals unless you want to fight Data Xemnas over and over again. Screw that. Now, I'm not worried about my magic pluses because once I get my defense to pretty decent levels, I can take on Data Axle quite easily. And Data Axle is actually how I get my magic pluses, not by farming them. I get them from Data Axle, so I'm not worried about that. But for power pluses, I'm not fighting Data Xemnas over and over again. Screw that. I am not doing that. I'm just not. All right, this room right here. Okay. These things are so annoying, they pair your attacks quite often. And you're going to find yourself healing in this room a lot, so unfortunately, I'm not going to be able to spam Reflect. Now, I see a lot of people using the Magnet spell, but there's something about the spell that I just don't like. I don't know what it is about the Magnet spell, but I just don't like it. Now, I might have to make an exception here. These guys are just annoying. And I told y'all, I'm not good at timing Reflect. As I was saying, I'm not good at timing Reflect, as you can see. The main issue with this level are the stage hazards. See that? He's just sitting there, parrying my attacks. Look at this. Look at this. Man, what is this, man? And he's immune to magic, too. Alright, fuck you. Yes, I hate them that much. That's how much I hate that monster. I hate that monster that much. Well, I don't like the Magnet spell, but I'm probably going to have to make an exception here. Because I don't think they're immune to Magnet. No point in using Thunder, because Thunder is completely useless down here. Forgot about that. Alright, let's see here. Now, here is the main issue with this room. This conveyor belt and this damn steam. That steam is so annoying. I cannot tell you how much that steam is going to piss you off. It's a good thing that it doesn't do damage to you, but as you see, it completely interrupts you. It's just a very annoying thing that they put here. Now, this monster right here, that one, this is the one that carries the Remembrance Crystal. Unfortunately, it's also one of the most annoying Heartless in the entire game, if not the most annoying. Fortunately, it's very easy to predict when it's going to counterattack. Conveniently, it also carries the Serenity Gem that you need for it. Now, they always counterattack every time you attack them, so you can get ready to reflect that. The problem is this belt and this damn steam. That's what makes this such an annoying level. These guys. Alright, here he comes. Counterattack. Now if I had my... Only problem with limit form is the fact that you can't use reflect here. So I used to save limit form for when I'm like pissed off, something like that. Like I said, if you fall off the belt like this, you spawn one right there. See that? It does happen every time, but this is limited, of course. But anyway, by now, you get the point. You just go in there, kill all the monsters until you get your items. When they start spawning, just leave and do it again. They come back instantly. I'm going to start using this a little more often. As much as I don't like the spell. Oh, I didn't see him. As much as I don't like the spell, I have to admit that. What? You're immune to that? I didn't know that. That's a bit unfortunate. Alright. Ah! Come on, man. Ooh! Ah, fuck. Oh my god. That damn steam. I swear I am not doing this on purpose. That steam is just so annoying. I mean, I know they're going to counterattack, but sometimes I be too busy doing my combos to get ready for it. I missed. That means he's already dead. Ah! Oh my god, really? Do you see why I hate this fucking level? I have to spend so much time down here to get the remembrance crystals, but this level is so annoying because of the belt and because of the monsters that you fight down here. Okay, so that takes care of my remembrance crystals for now. Bright crystals. Do not worry about that because the thing is, pretty much everywhere you go, you're going to fight Neo Shadows, and that's how you get your bright crystals. So even though you need a lot of these, Neo Shadows are everywhere. Tranquility crystals. I haven't talked about this one yet in this video. And I would make up now, but, oh, what the hell. Might as well. No reason not to. Manifest illusion. But I still need to talk about the Tranquility crystal. So even though I can make it now, I'm not going to. Because I'll have to get more bright gems and I'm not going through that again. I'm going to get some energy crystals first. But before I do that, let's talk about the Tranquility crystal. Let me get my potions. How many can I buy? 30,000 gil? I don't normally carry that much gil. Did I say gil? Wrong game. I don't normally carry that much money in this game. I've always showed you this trick before when I was... What was I doing? Oh, yeah. I was leveling up my final form and other stuff. I've always showed you this trick, but for those of you who haven't seen that episode or you didn't watch it that far... I wish you would because it makes me money. Anyway, for those of you who don't know about this trick by now, I'm going to show it to you again. As I said before, I don't see many people using this trick, and surprisingly, a lot of people don't know about it. This is one of the few times in which you'll actually see me use this, oh, there we go. As I was saying, this is one of the few times where you'll actually see me use this ugly keyblade here. The Decisive Pumpkin. For those of you who are joining, my reason for not using this thing is because I want to know just what in the hell they were thinking when they designed it. It doesn't look like keyblade. It looks like a rubber candy cane. Anyway, that's how you take care of him. In a mere 3 or 4 seconds. Tranquility Crystal, just like that. And you keep doing this over and over and over and over and over again. Every time I beat him, I would get 2, every time I do that, I get 2 of these. So going into final form will not be a problem. More importantly, since I'm spamming final form, it ensures that I have 0 anti-points. So I don't have to worry about anti-soar in case I need to do like the auto limit or auto final. Oh, I ain't close enough. Damn. There we go. 5 seconds that time. So your next question is, why do I revert back every time I do this? The thing is, unfortunately, in order for Donald and Goofy's Lucky Lucky to activate, they have to actually be present on the field. And the thing is, conveniently, while I'm stocking up on Tranquility Crystals here, I might get lucky and get this guy to drop down his best weapon. I try to revert back before he actually drops the items. Anyway, as I was saying, before I make my final Lucky Lucky rings, I need to get some energy crystals so I won't have to get any more bright gems, because those damn 3 and 4% drops, no thank you. I'm not getting any more of those right now. Not purposely anyway. And I'm kind of hungry. I need some french fries or a pizza or something. Well, I thought my Blu-ray had a crack, and I was about to say, no, not my high school DxD. Fortunately, energy crystals are not hard to get at all. See, I already got one. These books. I think there's a few more of them over here. There's one right there. There's 2 of them, actually. And those guys. There we go. 2, just like that. Now let's go up here. More books up here. Okay. So I think this little area is the best place to fight those books. If you're just trying to get energy crystals after you dispatch the books, just re-enter it and do it again. Unless you want to fight some more monsters for the reason. Oh yeah, there's a few here too. Well, one. Here your needle shells I was talking about. Those guys everywhere, and they drop bright crystals. Now I just simply leave and do it again. Okay, I know that I've been crapping on the magnet spell. I have to admit that it is very helpful. I just don't like it because how much MP it costs to use. But it is very helpful for grinding. It definitely speeds things up. For annoying monsters like that who parry your attacks. There we go. How many did I get there? 1. You see how often they drop stuff once you add those lucky rings to it. So it may seem like a pain in the ass at first, but after you make like 5 or 6 of them, you'll see that it's a lot easier to grind this game than it was in the original game. Only problem is making those first lucky rings, but after that, grinding is a cinch. Alright, let's see what we got here. Synth. Hand over my toys. Curations. Lucky ring. And there we go. 6 energy crystals. That didn't take too long. Energy crystal. Serenity. That's 1. That's 2. That's 3. That's 4. And I could make one more if I had another manifest illusion. Can I make another Serenity crystal? Can I make another one? Yeah, I can. Sure can. I got one more crystal left. Oh, I didn't have enough bright crystals before. That's why I didn't make it. Okay. There we go. I knew something was wrong. Turn to my toys. Lucky ring. And there we go. The main challenge of grinding is getting those damn lucky rings because of the bright items. And whether or not you wasted your Serenity crystals instead of saving them like I told you to. There we go. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. I always get 9 lucky rings. It's gonna take a while, but it's definitely worth it. You probably don't need that many, but hey, the more, the merrier. I don't have anything better to do. And then Sword has these. And remember, you want to try to grind in limit form as much as possible because limit form has a extra lucky. And it really helps. And of course, critical mode gives you 2 more. Now that we got that out of the way, let's start gathering all those lovely items, shall we? The first thing you're probably going to want to do, especially if you're playing critical mode, is raise your defense so you can stop dying in one hit. We need blazing crystals, lightning crystals, lucid crystals. As you see, lucid crystal is not going to be a problem, so you ain't got to worry about that because, as I've said, Neo shadows are everywhere, so you don't have to worry about that. That's kind of automatic right there. Let's start with the lightning crystals and the blazing crystals. Let's go back to Hollow Bastion, or as it's now called, Radiant Garden. Now, the good news is that blazing crystal is a pretty common drop, especially now that I got my lucky rings. They'll drop it almost every time. And the monster is very common. The bad news is, I'll give you a hint. Blazing crystal. Guess what fire-based monster we're going to fight? Yes, these guys. Chrism Jazzes. One of the most annoying monsters in the entire series. I got one already. And they also dropped this. Mega Ethers. That's going to come in handy. Now, if you just want blazing crystals, especially fight those horn things in Olympus, they drop blazing crystals almost every time at this point with the lucky rings. And there are Neo Shadows around them, of course. And also, they are not as annoying as the Chrism Jazzes. But if you fight the Chrism Jazzes, you'll also get Mega Ethers. So it's up to you. I can't wait till I get negative combos so I can do my finish blow a lot faster. Mega Ether. Blazing crystal again. And another Mega Ether. See, now that I got, what is it? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Now that I got 9 lucky rings, pretty much everything I kill is going to drop something almost every time. Elixir, lightning crystal, and conveniently, as you see, while I'm farming on lightning crystals, I'll also pick up a good amount of elixirs too. These guys drop it too, if memory serves me. They will stop running around. There we go. Lightning crystal, bright crystal. I need those too. Another bright crystal, another lightning crystal, and another lightning crystal. So as you see, this isn't going to be a problem. Now, instead of going back to the world map and respawning those guys, you can come in here and fight these assholes here. Or shot a bright gem if you need more of those. then these guys, they'll drop a lightning crystal. Stop that. And of course, you might get an elixir too. There's another item. Another lightning crystal. And now, I missed one, really? I don't plan on going back to that cave anytime soon, so let me take off my my magnet, because I mean it's a good ability, but it's just not what I'm used to using. I'm used to using this. Otherwise, I wouldn't have got the shot plus armor. I would have just got the regular shot charm. If you go a little further, conveniently while you're here, you can fight these books at a shot for a shot at those energy crystals. Go a little further, there's these guys here again, or one of them anyway, and 2 more books. Lightning. Damn books. Oh, I forgot, they're immune to thunder, of course. But they're not annoying as the ones inside the cave. And then, when you make it to this room, simply go to the computer here, exit, and do it again until you got all the lightning crystals you want. Okay, so we got our blazing crystals, we got our lightning crystals, we got our lucid crystals, of course. And now for the one that's really going to be a pain in the ass, the Mythril crystal. Here's the thing. By now, you're probably running out of them. I saved mine, as you can see, and I saved them for a very good reason. Mythril crystals have to be made. First, you gotta make a Mythril Gem, of course. You need dense crystal, dense gem, twilight crystal, twilight gem. Dense gems, twilight gems are kind of annoying, but after you collect so many of them, you can actually buy those in the shop. So that's not gonna be a problem once you start doing the whole money trick thing. Dense crystal is not going to be a problem at all because you get those from the berserkers, and those things are so plentiful. Your main concern are the damn twilight crystals. Okay, there's a dense gem. I believe the samurais are the ones who dropped that. Whether or not another monster drops it, I'm not sure. But I know for a fact samurais drop it. And I'll do my level grinding later. Actually, you know what? I kind of want to get sword to level 73 as quickly as possible. So, to ensure that they don't heal me here, make sure I got that stuff off. And also, I got to get Donald in here for the rings. Make sure Donald doesn't have his cure on because I want to stay in critical hit points. Gain a few levels here. While we're on the subject of grinding, I would say, in my opinion, this room is probably the best place to get your experience points with the whole experience point booster trick. See, the thing is, unfortunately, the trick in the Proud Lands was nerfed, and I'll talk about that later when I go back to the Proud Lands. For that reason, I would say this room is the best spot. Every time I kill these small ones, I get 900. And another thing that you need to know about the whole experience points thing, in order to get the extra experience points, the finishing blow has to come from Sora. If it's from Donald Goofy or anybody else, it doesn't count. It has to come from Sora, which is very, very unfortunate. Then there's these guys here. They give you a lot more experience points if you do it with them. All right. So the samurais takes care of your dense gems. Then after you collect, what is it, about 20 or 40 of those, you can actually buy that in the shop. So that's not going to be a problem. Now, dense crystals. These guys here. Berserkers. These things are everywhere and they are so easy to kill. Stop that. I thought I took that off of you, Donald. Or did I give him an item? He's not supposed to be healing me. Anyway, berserkers drop the dense crystals, as you can see. And you do not have to worry about this because they're not hard to kill at all. And they just keep coming. Thank you. Now, why did Donald heal me? He's not supposed to be healing me right now. Oh, that's why. He's got potions. I'll fix that. So that takes care of your disc gems and your disc crystals. Now, I think these guys in this room dropped something too. Let me see. These things here, assassins. No. Oh, yeah. Twilight gems. I didn't mean to do that. It's all good. So even though there are a few assassins in this room, this isn't where you wanna grind those guys. Let's go to a much better spot. But first, let's talk about the most annoying item for making this. Twilight crystals. It's very fortunate that it's actually a common drop from those guys. This shard. The bad news is, in Final Mix, at this point, there are only 2 of them in the entire game. For now. Those 2 in this room right here. I can't remember, but I think in the English version that you can find those guys much more often. To bottom line it, guys, Twilight Crystals and Final Mix are a pain in the ass until you are strong enough or skillful enough to take on, in my opinion, which is probably the second hardest battle in the entire game. And we're going to go there now. The footage that I'm getting ready to record is actually going to be footage for episode 48. I'm going to edit to the part where after I actually beat it. Anyway, guys, after you finally manage to pass this fight, if you can come back in here anytime you want to and fight these guys normally. Fortunately, you aren't going to fight as many as you fought last time. You're only going to fight, like, what is it, like 10 of them every time you do this? But at this point, Twilight Crystals are not a problem anymore. Well, technically they still are, because these nobodies are a lot stronger than the ones in the world that never was. But at the same time, you fight a lot more sorcerers. Instead of just 2, there's a total like, what, 5 or 7 of them. Just try not to get killed while you're down here. Anyways, I was saying, after you kill all the enemies in this room, or a little further down, whatever you want, just simply leave and go right back in it, and you will spawn one of the 2 waves. In most cases, if you're doing this, you're trying to get Twilight Crystals. So if you enter this room, and if you see a Berserker or whatever, get the hell out of there. Unless you want to fight those guys, which I do not. I can fight them anytime I want in the world that never was, and they're a lot easier to kill there. Now, if you enter it and you see that Dragoon, then yeah, now you know you got sorcerers. So at this point, guys, this is where I stay here until I'm satisfied with my Twilight Crystals, which unfortunately isn't going to be for a while. Okay, so you get the point by now. I'll be doing this off screen. Only a few of them, but I gotta kill all of them to, you know, get stuff. Twilight Gem. Ooh, these guys are annoying. Will you come out of there? Damn it! Now stop healing me. I thought I took off your potions. In fact, I know I did. I know I took them off. Oh, I missed one. Off. You got Metacritic hit points. Damn it. And these guys, Berserkers. I'm back in critical hit points at least. Ooh, I can't wait till I get negative combo, man. These combos are annoying, man. I like my finishing move as quickly as possible. I'm just fighting these guys for experience points. So the way I normally do this, guys, is while I'm grinding the items for my defense boost, anytime I go to critical hit points, which happens a lot while I'm here, by the way, that's when I start gaining my levels. So by the time I'm done grinding this, I'll be like at level, what, 70 or 80, close to then. Every time I kill a small one, I get 900 points, and a big one, I get 1,800. So in addition to farming items, this is where I grind my levels. Berserkers, or one anyway. I got more than one hit point left. I'll be fine. Alright, give me this. How'd you pick up another one when I'm holding the one you had? Oh well, who cares? Die. There we go. Now here's some more assassins right here. Quite a lot of them here. But these things are annoying. Oh, come on, really? I told you, I'm not good at timing reflect on normal enemies. Now, some of the bosses, I know exactly when to use it. There we go. So, Twilight Gems and Dense Crystals are not a problem. Now, here's where you're going to fight all your Berserkers. Right here. There's like what, 10 of them here. I hate when they do this. There's another assassin for another Twilight Gem. And more Berserkers, right? Ooh, I got bitch slapped. Get some good experience points. Oh, I didn't mean do that. I meant to grab the stick. Damn it. Okay, I'm gonna. That auto limit has got to go. I meant to grab the stick there. It also knocked me out of critical hit points. Damn it, I forgot about that. Damn auto limit. Might as well use it now. Anyway, as you see, dense crystals and twilight gems are not going to be a problem. The dense gem and the twilight gem, you can eventually buy these. Now, 800 gil a piece is a lot of money for this game. I can only buy 37, which is actually a good number. But here's the thing, I need both of them. So the question now is, which one do you favor over the other one? The answer to that is this gem. And the reason for this is because Twilight Gems comes from the Assassins, and Assassins are a lot more plentiful than the Samurais. So I'd rather buy these and fight the Assassins for these. Okay, so let's make our Mythril Gem first. Mythril Gem is for your Magic Plus, and we'll deal with that later. Now that I made a Mythril Gem, I can make it again. Add a Serenity Stone to it, and I've got plenty of them. Energy Stone, you want to get this, of course, because it definitely helps. Well, you don't necessarily need this, but it'll come in handy. Add a Serenity Stone to that, and now I can make a Mythril Crystal. And then you add a Mythril Crystal to all this, and there's your defense boost. So your Megalixir is making Mythril Crystals. And all because of Twilight Crystals. I've got plenty of everything else, as you can see. It's the Twilight Crystals that's the problem. Alright, since I know I'm going to be making these up the ass, let me go ahead and buy what I said I was going to buy. I'm going to go ahead and buy these dense gems. Buy all these. I'll see if I fight assassins to get more of these. In fact, let me see what I got to sell. Of course it ain't worth nothing. I hate how the really good weapons aren't worth anything. That's totally wrong. What kind of money system is this? Why does everything only sell for 10 gil? I mean, 10 money. What is this? Who designed the money system in Kingdom Hearts? This is probably the worst money system in video games history. Now, you're probably expecting me to make like 30 of these, but I'm not going to do that. And the reason for this is because on this difficulty, in the really, really tough fights, it's not going to make that much of a difference. Now, you do need to increase your defense a little bit so that the data battles don't be one-shotting you all the time. But still, at best, it'll only give you like maybe 1 or 2 more hits. Actually, there's supposed to be a limit. They say that when you fight Sephiroth, the data battles, and the lingering wheel, there's a limit on your stats to where once you reach that limit, it doesn't matter how much higher you increase it. After that, it's still gonna do the same amount of damage. Something I don't know. I don't know exactly how that works. Another reason why I'm not gonna do this is because I want to save my ingredients for this power boost. The thing is, once my defense gets a decent amount, I can actually farm those from Zaldin. Data Zaldin is actually very easy to beat once you learn a trick to it. Alright, moving on to AP boost and magic boost. Now, this one's a little annoying because of the dark crystals and the frost crystals. As you see, I've only got a few of these. And the reason for this is because, unfortunately, there are only a few areas in where you can obtain both of these. I've already talked about the Mythril Gem, so this is going to be a problem. Power Crystal, I kind of talked about this, but I need to, since I'm specifically talking about this now, let's go deal with this. Power Crystal is actually fairly easy to get. If you want to farm only Power Crystals, I would say start at the Crystal Fissure in the Radiant Garden. And we're going to fight these guys here. These big spike things. What are they called again? After you get your lucky rings, they drop power crystals almost every time you kill them. Okay. Come here. Now die. And conveniently, while I'm zoning this way, I fight a few of these guys here. These assholes. For my blazing crystals. Alright, die please, thank you. There we go, and a Mega Ether. Now, instead of going that way, even though there's a good number of those guys over there, instead of going that way, I'm going to go this way instead. I'll show you why in a minute. The reason why I'm going to go this way is because, in addition to those spike guys being here, I'll also fight Neo Shadows for Lucid Crystals and Bright Crystals, of course. Told you I need a lot of Bright Crystals. But mainly, coming this way, I fight these guys. These books. I need these guys for Energy Crystals. I really need a lot of those so I can reduce the cost of everything else I make. Some pretty decent money here. Now I just simply go down here. Neo Shadows and a book there. Die. Go here. There's 4 books here. Some good money there. Energy crystal, very, very nice. And now I simply go over here. I passed it. There's a spike right here. Thank you for the power crystal and the mega potion. I'll take that. And over here, there's another spike and 2 more books. So this is how I choose to get my power crystals. In addition to getting power crystals this way, I also get energy crystals. At this point, I simply go to Marvin's house and do it all over again until I'm satisfied with my power crystals. Okay, so I'll do that off screen. And now let's talk about the dark crystals. And because the drop rate is so high, I could probably use Mulan for this. In fact, I want to use Mulan for this. I'll let Mulan have a little fun here. In fact, sometimes I make a lucky ring just for her. That's my phone ringing. Give me a second, please. Okay, sorry about that. Where was I? Oh yeah, the air pirates and the dark crystals. Did I give Mulan her lucky? Yeah. Actually, she's kind of naked right now. Not that that's a problem. Let me put some clothes on her. This will do. No, we're gonna save that for fire defense. I'm gonna keep that. Put something on. Damn, girl, say something for me. Anyway, for those of you who think that I picked Mulan just because she's a woman, no, that is not why I picked her. Let's get that straight in front. In most cases, I do indeed pick women because they are women, and I love beautiful, sexy women like Mulan, of course. But as you can see, she killed those guys as soon as they popped up on the screen. Bucket Vendor! Serenity Crystal time. Good girl. Dark Crystal. Yeah, those pirates, at this point, they'll drop a Dark Crystal almost every time. Unfortunately, there aren't a lot of them here. So I'm just going to have to zone. Ooh, I hate when they go to the end like that. I might exit by accident. That's such a dick move right there. Come on now. I got you. I hate when they go to the end of the door like that because it's very easy to accidentally exit the room anytime that happens. I hate that. Anyway, remember that the bulky vendors, after you fight the bulky vendors, go right back in the room and the normal wave of monsters will automatically come back. You don't have to do all that zoning, anything like that, because, you know, that's just a plus. All right, where are the air pirates? There's one right there. Yeah, there aren't a lot of these guys, so it's a good thing that the Dark Crystal is a common drop. Otherwise, this would be a very annoying item to collect. Now, I never farm Dark Crystals by themselves. I always do the whole level while I'm getting these in the process. Because, ooh, I can't wait to get rid of that damn... well, I please reach level 73 as soon as possible because that little small 2-hit combo on the second hit is so annoying. I can't stand it. And when I get my negative combo, that'll never happen again. Anyway, your main reason for coming to the Land of the Dragons is indeed to get Dark Crystals because I'm not 100% sure about this, but I think at this point, this is the only place where you can actually get them. You might can get it somewhere else. I mean, air pirates, you should be able to get those in Port Royal because you're fighting pirates. In fact, I think there are a few of them there. The air pirates in Port Royal. Let me go see. After this, anyway. Damn, girl, say something for me. You see this? This is why I brought Mulan out here. For those of you who call me perverts, in most cases, I do indeed use women because they are women. But sometimes I use them simply because they're just so badass. I didn't have to move that time. Anyway, guys, if you just want to get Dark Crystals, I would say the best way to get this is to just zone here. Like, fight the air pirate here. Well, let Mulan do it because Mulan will kill it as soon as it pops up on the screen. A bonus to this is these Emerald Blues. Every once in a while, you'll get an Energy Gem or Energy Stone or whichever one it was. You little... Thank you. Anyway, kill that wave. After that, simply go in here. Fight the next wave right here. One air pirate. Mulan killed it already, of course. Damn, girl, I didn't see what you fought there. Then go over here. There's one up here. Die. Thank you very much. And after you're done disposing those guys, just simply go back. Okay, moving on to the Frost Crystals. Just like the Dark Crystals, there's only one area where you can get this. And that's here in the Proud Lands. These big things right here. These Roto guys. They're the ones that have your your frost crystals, as you see. Now the good thing about this is those guys also drop elixirs very, very often. Once you get your lucky luckies. In case you're wondering why I haven't made these yet, it's because I don't need to make elixirs. I can get these guys to drop them almost every time I kill them. I'm going to save my elixir ingredients for Megalixirs. I'm not going to use those until I get to the Lingering Wheel. Not that I need Megalixirs to beat them, but that's the only fight in the game that's worth a Megalixir. You don't need it for anything else. And once you learn how to beat them, you don't even need that, to be honest. But they do come in handy. Yeah, these big roto things here, that's your only supply of frost crystals. Those big roto things. So there's like 3 or 4 of them in this area. Okay, there's one of these guys right here. These are roto things, accompanied by a monkey. Will you die, please? Thank you. Elixir. Frost crystal. Serenity stone. I got all 3 of them. Awesome. See, those lucky rings definitely make a big difference. Now, this is where you're going to get most of them right here. There's one here. There should be another one around here somewhere. Yeah, there's 2 of them here. There's a frost crystal. I think I got 2 of them. And I did. There's a few more over here somewhere. No, there's a Neil Shadows right here. I told you, these guys are everywhere. So, lucid crystals and bright crystals are not going to be a problem. Alright, those Roto guys, there's a few right here. 2 of them. Die, please. Elixir, Frost Crystal, nice. Die, please. Serenity Stone. There's one in here somewhere. There we go. Along with Neil Shadows. Where you going? Die, thank you. Frost Crystal, nice. There's 2 more hiding around here somewhere. Die, thank you. Gimme. There's some I missed. There it is. There it is. One right there. And there we go. Another Frost Crystal and another elixir. Nice. Anyway, after I kill everything, I simply go into the hyena hideout, go to the save point, and do it all over again until I'm satisfied with my Frost Crystals. And this is where I get all of my elixirs too. So normally, by the time I'm done with this, I have all my elixirs for the data battles. Once you learn the trick to beating Data Axel, he's actually very easy. So I would say get your magic to a decent amount and then don't make any more. Because the thing is, you want to use your Serenity Crystals on this. Because I don't mind fighting Data Axel or maybe even Data Roxas over and over again to get magic boosts once my magic is pretty decent. But I'm not fighting Data Xemnas over and over again. Fuck that. I'm not doing that. There's 2 of them, but I don't have a lot of distractions here, so I might be able to get what was that? You little drill thing. Go on now. I might be able to get both of them to drop one. Let me see. Where's the other one? Way over there. Okay, I got the first one. There you go. If you're really lucky, you can get it from both of them. It's really hard to do that. But if you're lucky, you'll grab both of them on that last bar. I just want to show you that it is possible to do that, but it's very hard. But don't get greedy. Now, guys, a lot of people are going to say that using the bulky vendors is the best way to get Serenity Crystals. And although that might be true, but here's the thing. Personally, I don't like jumping from world to world over and over and over again just to get these things. Especially since I don't know exactly how they work in terms of where they're going to spawn. I know that it's usually adjacent to the world that they were, but you know, I don't think it always works that way. I knew he was going to be here because he wasn't in Beast's Castle. Which means he had to be here because he just came from Olympus. Gotcha. Let's go. looks like I did a little too early. I got Serenity Gem instead of a crystal. And there is the ability that I've been waiting for a very, very, very long time. A lot of people don't seem to realize the purpose of this ability. Negative combo, it reduces your combo by 1. What this means is you get to your finishing move a lot faster. The finishing move is where the damage comes from. That's the purpose of negative combo, to get to your finisher as quickly as possible. I'm going to get a Serenity Gem from him. Now for you, I'm going to get the Serenity Crystal. Where are you? Come here, you little bastard. Now, gimme. Thank you. Yeah, so for those guys, I usually just grind like normal. And if I happen to run into one while I'm grinding other stuff, then I get a added Serenity Crystal. But I normally grind those the hard way, because I also get experience points and other stuff in the process, not just Serenity Crystals. Okay, guys, so at first it's definitely going to be a pain in the ass. But once you start getting in your groove, you'll see that it's not that bad. Now, these are the main 2 items that's probably going to take time to farm, depending on how you go about it, whether the bulky vendor or whether you're farming Terra or League Will. But I'm assuming that you want to get these before you try to beat Terra and stuff like that, you know? Okay, let's see. Defense boost. Let's see, how do I want to do this? Well, for starters, I know for a fact that I'm going to make 4 of these. I'll show you why later on. So let me go ahead and take care of this right now. That's 1. Actually, you know what? I need to make 5 because I haven't made 1 yet. That kind of sucks, doesn't it? We made 5 of these. That's 3. 4. 5. Okay, that's 5 Manifest Illusions. Let me go ahead and take care of that right now. Let me see how many I can make. Recipes. Full Bloom, I can make, well, Lost Illusion. I've only got 4 of these, but I'm going to get plenty of those once I get to the data battles. And everything else is easy to get, so let me go ahead and take care of these. I got to make the first one normally, of course, which is very unfortunate. Okay, there's the first one. Now that I made this, I'm going to make the rest of them with my Serenity Crystals that I got down there. Energy Crystal. You know what? Serenity Gems are actually easy to get. I don't need to waste Energy Crystals on this. Full Bloom Plus. 25%. This gives me the MP thing, which is very, very helpful for Sora. If you know you're going to be spamming Cure and stuff like that. Or any kind of magic ability. Okay, that's 2. I can make 1 more, and this is my last Lost Illusion. This is why I haven't used my Lost Illusions yet, because I want to make this first. I used 1 of them earlier, so I can make 1 of these. I mean, I gotta have this. I gotta have at least 1 of these right here because that damn room. But other than that, I try to save at least 3 for this one. All right. And anytime I'm fighting bosses or whatever, this is what Sora uses. I'm going to make 1 more later on. In addition, it also gives me 3 attack points, so that'll reduce some of the power pluses I got to get. Now, personally, I think this is faster and better than the bulky vendors, because the thing is, while you're farming items to make Serenity Crystals, you'll be getting other stuff too. And when you're ready, just make them like crazy. Since bright crystals are so easy to get, I'm not too butthurt about, you know, burning 5 apiece. I mean, I know all this stuff looks very time consuming, but trust me, it's not that bad. Serenity Stone, Mythril Crystal, Energy Crystal, Dense Gem, Twilight Gem. I'm not gonna use my Energy Stones on Mythril Crystals because I can buy Dense Gems and Twilight Gems if I really need to. and they're really not that hard to get. I need to save energy stones for things that are really hard to get. And look at all those Serenity stones. I'm trying to decide exactly how many I want to make here. Because I want to put some in my defense. So in case I do get hit, I won't be left with 1 hit point right away. I'll probably be able to take like another hit. And that'll give me time to get some more damage in or get my MP charged up or whatever. I'm gonna use a few energy crystals here, but not a whole lot of them. Because the items I need for this are not hard to get. Now, it's a little time consuming at first, but personally, I prefer this method over fighting Data Zemnis over and over and over and over again. Fuck that. If you didn't have to fight him twice in a row in order for him to be considered officially beaten in the data battle, then maybe I would reconsider. But that second battle with him is just not fun. Then you lose, you gotta do it all over again. Serenity crystal. Okay, that's enough. I've got 3 left, and I got some energy crystals left. I'm gonna save those Serenity crystals for the ultimate weapon later on. Okay, I'm gonna make defense boosts with these. Just make these up the ass here. All right. Guess I'll make 1 more. You just pick your favorite grinding spots and you grind like crazy until you get 99 of the item that you want to get. And then you go to the next item, get 99 of that, whatever, then just synth everything at the same time and just sit here and power up like crazy. Of course, I'm not gonna go that high. This was just for sake of the video. It's gonna seem very annoying at first, but once you get the hang of it, it's not that bad. Now there are a few loose ends that I need to tie up because pretty soon I'm gonna start doing the really hard fights now. So I want to make sure that I get all my best stuff. Let me restock up on potions. Anyway, now that my attack power is pretty high, this is where I do not leave this room until I get Donald's weapon. Donald form. I can kill him a lot faster. And I think the faster you kill him, the more it increases the rate of him actually dropping the shit. Okay. 3 seconds. Exactly 3 seconds. Okay, I think that's it right there, because that was a real big one. Premium mushroom, there it is. It only took me about 5 tries. So whether or not those lucky luckies actually help out, I'm not sure. But it normally doesn't take me too long to get this thing once I get set up. There it is. Premium mushroom. Oh, I got 2 of them. I already had one before? When did I get this? I didn't know I had 2 of them. I must have missed it. Oh, well. Alright, so Donald is ready. Now let's go take care of Goofy. Now, I don't know how long this is going to take, because this is not easy to do. Might as well get my summons back to max, I guess. This is probably the only time outside of actually leveling it up that I use summons. We're going to summon this guy, Stitch. And I'm going to keep on playing this game here until he actually drops the shield. By this point, it should be clearly obvious why I'm using Stitch. Stitch basically replaces Bambi in this game. In the first game, Bambi is the one that you would summon to spam your magic points. This is where Stitch comes in handy here. He keeps recharging my magic points. I don't know everything he does, but this is the only thing I use him for. Okay, that was a good one right there. Now, this isn't always going to go so well. Sometimes he's just so random, and you're not going to reflect all of them. When I get to like 85 and above, that's when I try to like dismiss my summon to get Donald and Goofy back out here. Whether or not that actually... Did I get it? Goofy. No. That's the weak one. Whether or not having Donald and Goofy out actually increases the drop rate of the big mushroom, I don't know, because it's not like they're going to drop all 4 mushrooms in one battle. You know, they're only going to drop one of them. So I don't know exactly how that works. But this can take anywhere from 10 minutes to an hour, so I just need a little luck here. I'll get it eventually. And when I do, I'll put it on camera. And I try to stay close to him to make sure that I actually hit it with the stuff that I reflect, because that adds to it. Oh. And it's not like this guy has a set pattern. He's totally random sometimes, so. But out of all of Goofy's mushrooms, this is still the easiest one. Okay, now I'm gonna dismiss and get Goofy and Donald back out here to try to increase my chances. 99. Look at all this stuff. Which one did I get? I got it already, really? Ultimate Mushroom. Okay, so in this game, it's not called the Premium Mushroom. It's called the Ultimate Mushroom. I thought that it would be called the Premium Mushroom because I think that's what they were officially calling it on the internet. Well, I got it already. That didn't take as long as I thought. It took 2 tries. Maybe having Donald and Goofy out there does increase the chances. I don't know. Anyway, with this on, Goofy takes 40% less damage from everything. And trust me, this will keep him alive a lot longer than normal. So that takes care of the Premium Mushroom, and that takes care of Goofy's Ultimate Shield. That didn't take too long. Well, I guess there's absolutely no point in me not getting the Ultimate Weapon in this video at this point. So, for starters, let's go over the recipe. Well, first, you got to get the recipe, which is in the mansion where Sora was sleeping. Now for the recipe itself, the bottom 4, we've already talked about these in this video, so just kind of backtrack if you want to see how to get those. Orichalcums, the best way to get this is, of course, the bulky vendors, and you pick up a few of them in the game. If you already used all these for Donald's weapon, just try to find a bulky vendor. Orichalcum pluses is the main problem. Let me show you the locations of the ones that you get inside the chest. It's time to finally settle things with the NPC. But first, let's pick up some new toys. Starting with this. Orichalcum Plus. A good example is Final Fantasy 15. As some of you know, I only use female characters when I have a choice. Based on the trailers, it looks like Final Fantasy 15 is going to be a male game only. And there's a crown piece up here. Get it? But the main prize is this little baby right here. Orichalcum Plus. Yes, make sure you get that. Okay, so that's 3. We need 4 more. You get 1 for completing the 100 acre wood. So that's 4. You get 1 for completing Atlantica. So that's 5. You get 1 for finding every synth item in the game, which I did in this episode. So that's 6. And the final one is inside the Olympus Coliseum, which is something that I have not done yet in this LP. So let's go take care of those things. Now, some of you may notice that I have 5 Oil Chakram Plus when I'm supposed to have 6. The reason for this is, as I've already explained, unfortunately, I don't know why the hell I did it, but I kind of reset the game or started on a different file after I completed Atlantica. So I kind of have to do it again. I'll be doing that off screen after I'm done with this thing here so I can get the Ultimate Weapon. Now, some people think that the Ultimate Weapon is actually the best weapon in the game, and some people know that it's not the best weapon in the game. It really depends on your situation, especially in Final Mix because of the Haste to God thing. And in certain battles, depending on your skills, you're going to be healing a lot. I forgot I can't do the Goddess of Fate Cup yet. I got to pass all this other crap first. So let me go ahead and take care of all this stuff first. It won't take long. Anyway, I'm at the final round of the Titan Cup here. Hercules got some pretty good hit points there. Fortunately, it's not hard to beat at all. Except when it hits you, you lose a lot of points. This is one of those battles that has those special conditions. I hate fights like that. Whoa! That hurt. I forgot he doesn't flinch all the time. He missed. Whoa! Those rocks don't make things any easier. I don't worry about damage for the most part because I can usually kill my opponent so fast long before I run out of points. You missed. What's up? Reflector's so broken. Damn, rocks. Come on, man. That should have been it. Just die, please. Goodness gracious. Rocks, man. That's not right. Anyway, here we are at the final round of the Pain and Panic Cup. We have Squall and Yuffie here. Take care of her first, because she's really easy. She's already gone. Yeah, there's no point even showing that. Anyway, after you complete all 3 of those, now I can do the Gods of Fate Cup. And this is where we're going to get our final Oil Chakram Plus. Or in my case, number 6. I got to do the whole Little Mermaid thing again. Not that I got a problem with that, of course. I love Ariel. Now, I'm going to show all of this because this damn thing here has all kind of different rules and just so annoying. So, yeah. The first one, I think, is just basic. I'm not sure. Just stay alive or whatever. Next. Oh, there's more? Oh, thanks, Goof. Yeah, make sure that you're using that that Goofy Tornado. It really helps. Why is this battle still going on? Because they keep spawning. Okay, that's the first one. Defeat enemies before time runs out, so I'm on a time limit. And for that reason, I'm gonna go limit for him here. I'm getting fucked up by this rodeo thing. Now that thing's a lot easier to kill outside line for him, isn't it? All right, next, defeat enemies before all points are gone. So you want to try to avoid getting hit here. Another reason why I'm gonna be spamming limit for him takes care of that little problem. All right, and this one, they want you to... Okay, this is just basic stuff here. Okay, this one's just a basic battle. Oh, no, 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 the monkeys! Not these guys. Next. Yes, I really hate those monkeys. I'm sorry. I do not like them. Next. These guys. Alright. This would probably be a lot harder if I did it early on. But the fact that I wait until my stats for Uber makes this just really, really easy. Those fat bandits, you gotta hit them in the butt, of course, but limit form, just use the Sonic Blade, you'll be fine. Defeat enemies before all points are gone. Assault Riders, so that's never a good thing because they do combos. And even though damage doesn't hurt you that much at this point, your points still, you know, go out, so fuck that. Survive until time runs out. I ain't worried about this, of course. They want you to survive for 30 seconds. Let's see if I can end the battle before that actually happens. I don't think so, okay, they keep coming. And by the way, guys, the reason why I didn't talk about the level grinding trick in the Pride Lands is because that trick has been removed. Not removed, but it's been nerfed. The Heartless up there, not only do they not always spawn, but now they drop hit point balls. They deliberately killed it. Defeat enemies in the dark. What are you talking about? I can see perfectly fine, man. But fighting hot rods in the dark is not fun, but oh well. And now for the final boss of this thing. Who is it? It is Hades, of course. It says don't bother going down the small enemies, but I got to because if I don't, you know, they're going to throw me off my target. Feel the heat. Come on, Hades. That's all you got. I'm on fire! Can I use Orin here? I mean, I am in the... No, I can't. Alright. I ain't gotta do this, but those other Heartless are kind of throwing me off my target, which is Hades, so they're kind of annoying, so let me just go ahead and end this now. Of course, we can't do this on the regular PS2 version, but I doubt anybody's gonna play that anymore. I mean, why would you? Unless you don't have a PS3, of course. That trophy resembles those 3 little demons who was in charge of cutting the life thread of people getting ready to die and stuff like that. Fatal Crest. And there's our prize, Orichakam Plus. And that, my friends, is all 7 of them. 6 for me. I got to go back to Atlantica. Damn. Alright, I got that out of the way. I got my Orichakam back. So let's make this thing. Recipes. Ultimate Weapon. The only thing that you really need to worry about are the Orichakam Pluses. Everything else is really a given, to be honest. There we go. Like I said, this weapon really isn't that big of a deal in the regular version. But in the final mix, it's not too bad. Let me show you why. Let's put it on. These full blooms right here. Let me take these off. Take that off. Okay. Now, watch my MP charge. Let's see how long it takes for me to get it back up. Let's time it. Took about, what, 17 seconds, right? Now, let's put those full blooms on. Maybe not that big of a deal. But since some battles where you're going to be curing a lot and you might not have time to stop and toss it either and stuff like that, you know, it can come in handy. I don't have any more. But 3 would be enough to demonstrate what I'm talking about here. Okay, let's time it right now. See how long it takes this time. That time it took a lot less time. A lot faster, right? Maybe not a whole lot, but I guess it does make a difference in some fights. I just want to show you that. Okay, as you expect, I'm going to be doing a lot of off-screen grinding here. Alright guys, before we end this long episode, there's one last item that I think that we need to discuss. And that item is the Megalixir. The Megalixir, of course, is made by elixir and you add a Serenity item to it. You need 2 Mythril stones, 1 power stone, 1 dark stone. Now you may have noticed that I only got 1 power stone because I haven't actually been going after this item. And there's really only one place to get it. Dark stones, that's not going to be a problem as you can see, but I will show you how to get them later on. Mythril stones, all you got to do is make a Mythril shard and add a Serenity shard to it, and there's your Mythril stone. And as you can see, getting the items for this is not going to be a problem. Now you do need Serenity shards. So I guess I need to show you where you can get these. But since I'm already in Agrabah, let's get the power stones. I think this room has a few bandits in it. Not this big one, of course. Die. And of course, pretty much everywhere we go, there's those Neo Shadows. That's always a good thing. And by the way, the fat bandits drop Serenity shards. I forgot about that. So you can get those right here. And it's Bulky Vendor time. Let me look around before I go after him because there's got to be another one of those Bulky Vendors here somewhere. I saw 2 of them during the cutscene. I guess not. Gotcha. Now gimme. Thank you very much. Or Chakum. And Serenity Crystal, of course. That's always a welcome addition. Anyway, as I was saying before, I was so rudely interrupted by the Bulky Vendor. This room is probably the best place to get power stones. Because these guys right here, that bandit and those flying white things, they're the ones who drop it. And as you can see, once you get your luckies, it's not going to be hard to get. And conveniently, a fat bandit will show up and you might get a Serenity shard from him, like so. So that's how you get your power stones. Even though you can get Serenity shards here, if you just want Serenity shards, I'm going to show you a much better place to get these. Besides the Cave of Remembrance, of course. That's always a good place to get them. But personally, I prefer another level for Serenity shards. Now, there are actually quite a lot of monsters who drop the Serenity shards. But in all honesty, I recommend this room right here. And the reason for this will be very apparent in a minute. Assault Riders. In addition to dropping Serenity shards, they conveniently drop the dark stones that you need. So that's why you want to do it here. This way, you get your Serenity shards and your dark stones at the same time. And of course, they drop high potions, so that's always nice to have. So that takes care of the dark stones and the Serenity shards. Of course, with the power stones and the dark stones, after you turn in enough, you can actually buy these, but I'm not going to do that because personally, I like to save my money for this thing right here. This is what I spend my money on, Dense Gems. Megalixir, Serenity Gem, Ancient Crystal to reduce your Mythril stones. Because you do have to make it with other items, so I don't like stuff like that. And there you go, Megalixir. Do not waste your items making a regular elixir because you can get those from those monsters in Space Paranoids and the monsters in the Proudlands. So don't waste your items on that. And whatever you do, do not use this thing in battle unless you're fighting Ling and Will. There's no other monster in the game that's worth one of these things. Alright, this has been a very tiring episode here. I don't know exactly how long it's going to be. For those of you who are still watching it this far anyway. At this point, you can probably imagine what's going to go on here. I'm going to do all my grinding off screen. And when I start recording again, I'll probably be at like level 99 with like over 80 attack and stuff like that, you know. So anyway, that's going to do it for today. Hope it was very helpful. Thank everybody for watching, and we'll see you later. Take it easy.